What do you make of that fight?
It went exactly as I expected, except it went a little bit longer. I wish Joshua would have just hit him with that right a little bit sooner, but it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It's exactly what Jake Paul needed.
Was you disappointed in how AJ performed?
I mean, he got the win. I think that's most important, but, I mean, like I said, he could have knocked him out a little bit sooner, but, I'm glad he broke his jaw, honestly.
Where does Jake Paul go next?
We'll see. I mean, I think he'll have a lot of good fights ahead of him. I mean, the world is his oyster, right? Like, I think anybody will want to fight him now. He's going to make them a ton of money. He's going to put on a good show. Like, he's a great promoter. So, at the end of the day, I'm talking a lot about him, but he actually has a lot of balls. I don't think a lot of people will get in the ring with Joshua, so he earned it.
What did you make of that fight?
What did I make? Nothing. What the hell? I know my sister lost some money too because, hey, bro, that was just disappointing to be honest, bro. I did not expect him to get knocked out like that. That was crazy.
Did you think Jake Paul would win?
Honestly, I don't know what I thought, but I just didn't expect for it to go down like that. That's a joke almost. Like that was just like funny. It was just crazy.
So you don't think it was a real fight?
Nah, I think it was more for entertainment. He's a good entertainer. That's just who he is since he was young. So.
Where does Jake Paul go next?
I don't know. I think he got to defend his name low key. He got to come back for something better or something at least. Like he can't just go out like this. Like he said, he's not planning on finishing fighting. So let's see what's up for him next. I don't know. I got high hopes. I'm not gonna lie.
Appreciate it. What did you make of that fight, brother?
Terrible. Straight terrible.
Why terrible?
Cause, me personally, yeah, why is Jake going down on all fours at least 20 times, right? And AJ's just standing there, right, punching him up, doing this, that, and the other. I'm glad he won, okay? Because Jake is not it. I never liked Jake anyway, but like he ain't it.
But should Anthony Joshua finish the job sooner?
He should have, but at least it was within the 8 rounds. So I'm happy that it was right.
And what should Jake Paul do next? Should he carry on fighting in professional boxing?
No, stick with YouTube. Quit boxing immediately, and stick with YouTube.
Thank you, brother. What did you make of the fight, brother?
Trash.
You got an opinion? That's crazy. What did you make of that fight?
No, that was a great fight. Great Anthony Joshua, best fighter.
Do you think he could have got the job done quicker?
No, he take too long. Too long. He had to finish the match in the second round, for sure.
Where does Jake Paul go from here? What's next for Jake Paul?
The next, I think Jake Paul has to rest a bit.
Are you worried about his health at all?
Yeah?
Are you worried about Jake Paul's health after being knocked out?
Yeah, I think, yeah. Absolutely.
Which country are you from?
Italy.
And have you heard of Anthony Joshua before?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think he can be a world champion again?
I hope. I'm a big supporter of Anthony Joshua.
And if he fights Tyson Fury, who wins?
Man, I think Anthony Joshua now that is training with the USIC team had a great chance. I think, yeah.
And for you, Fury or AJ?
AJ.
What did you make of the fight?
Hey, listen, Anthony Johnson gonna bend knock his ass out. He'd run like a chicken, but he got caught. That chicken got plucked bad, you hear me?
Should Anthony Joshua have got it done quicker?
I'm telling you real quick, first round. You feel what I'm saying? But he was running the whole time, But guess what? He caught that chicken and plucked his ass. He laid right down, you hear me? I wanted he dropped 3-4 eggs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You talking for what? You talking for what? Who you think you are, a god? When you do something, do the job right. Close your mouth and do the job right.
But guess what though? He got $40 million for it. He got $40 million for it.
Should Jake Paul retire?
No, Jake Paul got to keep going. He got to keep losing.
Jake couldn't handle those heavy hands. He couldn't handle those heavy hands.
He got so tired first time.
What did you make of that fight, my friend?
I think that the long layoff for Joshua, all right, coupled with the fact that, it's Jake Paul, he couldn't have ever actually expected to stand in there and trade. It made for a bit of a boring fight, running circles around. Plus the 22-by-22 ring, all right, that was definitely not you got to be knowing that he was going to be running around the ring. But Joshua, he should have gotten him out earlier, obviously, but beggars can't be choosers, all right? And I look forward to what Joshua has in the future, especially that Tyson Fury fight.
Should he have got the job done sooner?
Absolutely. I think so. All right, this is a Hall of Famer we're talking about, a two-time unified champion, all right, a gold medalist, all right? That's, I'm not going to be too harsh. Anthony Joshua, I wouldn't say this to his face, absolutely not. But definitely, should have gotten it done earlier.
Should Jake Paul go back to fighting not current fighters and not active fighters and more retired older fighters, or should he retire?
Go back to the retired fighters, the UFC fighters, get them a bag, all right? We know Dana's not paying him good money, all right? Get Nate Diaz in a rematch or something. Fight influencers. I don't care. Stay away from the pro boxers. We see what happens when he does that. And he shouldn't be a heavyweight, absolutely not. All right? He's a bloated middleweight, in my opinion.
Does AJ beat Fury?
Absolutely. Fury, he's built like a bag of milk, all right? Fury hasn't taken the job seriously in the past couple years. And while I love Tyson Fury, I don't think that he can get it done against AJ.
Thank you. What did you make of that fight?
Well, I thought it was a great event. It brought a lot of people together. I think I'm a huge Anthony Joshua fan. I'm happy that I finally got to see him across the pond and see him fight in person. So I'm happy that he got to be here, and I live here in Miami.
Should he have got the job done quicker?
Well, I think their job is just to entertain people. Let's call it what it is. It was a great event to bring people together. I think if Joshua got him out of there like he did in Ngannou, then I think it would have been well worth your money. Let them put on the show. It's okay.
So you're happy with what you saw tonight?
Well, I give, I give a lot of credit to Jake Paul for doing what he did, But let's be realistic. The only cruiserweight that can ever come up from that division to beat Anthony Joshua in the fight is Alexander Usyk. We have to understand and acknowledge that.
What should Jake Paul do next?
Continue doing what he's doing. I think he's doing great things, If you have all the time, money, and resources, to train like a professional athlete, you're going to get better at the sport of boxing, of course. Continue entertaining, continue pleasing people. I know he's put on the notorious persona of being hated, but realistically, MVP Promotions does a great job. He's his own promoter. He puts up his own money. He puts women's boxing on the map. Gets the women's fighter paid very, very well. I think he does great things behind the scenes, for sure.